They did it. They finally did it. Due to rising costs of materials and distribution, the Pokemon Company is having to raise prices of Pokemon cards in Japan. Price changes will go into effect once the Scarlet and Violet era of the cards do release, which is coming up real soon. The Japanese versions of the cards do use different facilities to manufacture the cards, so this shouldn't, hopefully, fingers crossed, affect anything on the English side or the international market, but I mean, with the way that things are going, there's always a chance. I think all of us have kind of noticed, like going to some of the big box stores, the prices have gone up just a little bit, but that's not because of the Pokemon Company. For me, I know when I go to Walmart and I have to pay an extra couple bucks to get like an ETB or something, like I'm feeling it there, but I think that's mostly Walmart. So make sure, educate yourself, understand what MSRP is for the products that you're going out and hunting. Make sure those dollars go as far as they can. And before we jump into the next news story, comment below your favorite place to purchase cards from, or maybe just leave your favorite emoji. The Pokemon trading card game live beta got a few updates over the last week based on a user survey that went out in August. We're getting some updates around updated visuals and layout for the board, updated pacing towards progression rewards, and more diverse crafting. It also sounds like they're working on infrastructure to support more players globally, so no updates on more markets being available in the beta, but here's to hoping that it's soon. And with the upcoming release of Silver Tempest, the next TCG set in the international market, it's going to be on November 11th. PokeBeach is reporting that GameStop is going to have a new Dragonite holographic promo. They usually give out these promos during new launches of sets. This time we're going to have the Dragonite from Paradigm Trigger, which will also be in the set, and it'll have the little red GameStop stamp on it. So however you feel about that, that's going to be available. Usually it's when you spend $15 on TCG products, you'll get the promo at no additional cost. And speaking of buying product, a ton of new products came out this past Friday, so if you were interested in purchasing the Hidden Potential tins that just came out, those have 5 packs of cards inside of them. I'll have that linked down below for you, so you have that for your convenience, as well as the new Zeraora VMAX and VSTAR promo box, and the Deoxys VSTAR and VMAX promo box. Or maybe you prefer the Zeraora and Deoxys theme decks. They have the individual decks as well as the dual pack that came out. And there's also the Verizion V box that comes with 4 packs inside. Again, if you want to pick any of those up, I'll have them from various retailers down in the description. And if you have a Toys R Us in your area, you might want to go check them out this coming Friday. All week they're celebrating Jeffrey's birthday. It's the mascot of Toys R Us, the giraffe. On Friday, they're going to be giving out free packs of Pokemon cards. These will be trade and play activity packs, so I'm assuming they're not going to be like a full 11 cards in a pack. I'm assuming it's going to be one of those like 4 or 5 card packs. On the site, it does say that it's available to kids, so you might want to take some kids or borrow your friends or get a nephew or niece or something, just in case. In video game news, we unexpectedly got the promotion for the Genesect, Marshadow, and Volcanion. Pretty sweet. Was not anticipating it releasing worldwide, but it's a little bit tricky. So it's now going to be available in US, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. So in order to get Genesect and Volcanion, you're going to want to go to GameStop if you are in the US or Canada from October 16th to the 29th. And if you're in Australia or New Zealand, you're going to want to go to JB Hi-Fi between October 21st to November 18th. Then in order to get Marshadow, you're going to be going to Target if you're in the US, and GameStop again if you're in Canada. That one's going to run from October 30th to November 12th. Then for Australia and New Zealand, you're going to go back to JB Hi-Fi, where Marshadow will be available from October 21st to November 18th. I'll have all the dates and everything up on the screen for you just in case, because that's a lot of confusing information since it's broken out into different regions. But don't wait on these. Jump over to the stores, go after them if they're available. I went and picked up mine this past weekend. He had it right there in the drawer. The last time we had codes for Shiny Eternatus, they were gone like that. So just in case, don't wait. Jump on it, get after it. And the codes will only work in Sword and Shield. And speaking of Sword and Shield, Pokemon released the plans for basically the end of life of Sword and Shield. So coming up real soon, starting November 1st, the wild area is going to get its final update. It's going to add a lot of Pokemon that are not normally there in the raid dens. Now that they're not going to be doing all these updates to the wild area, they're just putting it all in there basically. So we'll have access to stuff like Gigantamax Snorlax finally, like on a regular basis. Other updates include the Battle Stadium no longer updating with ranked season information after November 1st, which makes sense. And the results will no longer appear as well in Pokemon Home, with no more online competitions being available in the games. Friendly competitions will still be accessible in the game, and all of the YCOM features should still stay intact. We've had Sword and Shield for a while now, and it like feels kind of weird, like we're putting our friend to rest, you know? I don't know, kind of weird. But we were introduced to a new friend over the past week. We have the Electric Gym Trainer from Scarlet and Violet. We have Iono. Iono? I don't know, it kind of sounds like Liono. But also if you say it like Iono, it kind of sounds like I'm just like saying I don't know. Like, I don't know. She's the electric gym leader in Scarlet and Violet, and she's kind of got the YouTuber streamer personality type. I was a little bit disappointed that they released all the different regions of videos, but they were all just the same Japanese voice acting on it, so it just felt a little bit lazy. But whatever, it was still a really fun way to give more personality to some of the characters in the games. So I did enjoy it. I just wish we would have had like the English voice acting. We also got another look at a new Pokemon coming to us. This is Iono's Bellibolt. Kind of reminds me of like Palpitoad or something, but Bellibolt is electric typing, if you couldn't guess, and brings us the new ability Electromorphosis. Basically, when Bellibolt is hit by an attack, it ups the power of its next electric type move. I do wonder if it's only physical attacks though. It doesn't really specify online on the actual official website, and in the screenshot, it's hit by Aqua Tail, which is a physical attack move. So I don't know, I'm just trying to think around this move. And since Scarlet and Violet is just literally like, it's about a month away now, the company Hori, who does official Nintendo peripherals for the Switch, has some new grips that we can use, and these are all coming out on November 4th. So I'll link these all down below, but you have your choice of Pikachu and Charizard. There's also a Pikachu and Lucario one, which look pretty good. There's also Pikachu and Mimikyu, or if you want, there's just Gengar. All of these just look amazing, and I kind of want all of them. But there's definitely going to be a kind of an expense there. I've heard a lot of good things about the design of these grips, so I mean, if you're interested, make sure check the links down below. But also, if they are pretty good, like, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Loungefly has a new backpack up on Entertainment Earth. This one's exclusive to them. This is the Kanto Starter Mini Backpack. It releases in November, so it's up for pre-order right now. I was kind of hoping the interior would also have kind of like a cool pattern on it, but also the plain black does go really well with all of the design that's on the outside, so like overall it's a pretty classy backpack. We got some quick Jazzwares updates as well. We got a look at the new seasonal 2-packs that are coming. The Pokemon are themed after Halloween, and then there's also the winter style ones, so keep an eye out on shelves for these. Usually they kind of pop up at Walmart or GameStop, sometimes at Target. It's really hard to find them online though, but if I can, I'll make sure to throw something down there. There's also new plushies from Jazzwares coming. This is the 8-inch Halloween Squirtle with Bucket. This one I only could find the one photo, so I'm assuming the other Kanto starters would be in this. I doubt that they would just invest everything into Squirtle. Usually that's not the case, unfortunately. So again, keep an eye out on shelves. Best Buy also posted up a Flame Action Charmander plush. Looks like it basically has some light up features in its mouth and its tail to kind of look like fire is like in its mouth, or like the flame on its tail is like lighting up. The photos probably don't do it justice, but since they are just like Photoshop lights, kind of looks a little bit funny, but looks like it's a pretty decent sized plushie though. For it's 30 bucks, so could be pretty cool, but I'll have that linked on Best Buy down below. There's also new plushies up on Pokemon Center. We finally got those Hisuian starters in their final evolutions. Finally got those up on the English side. They don't appear to be posable though, so kind of a heads up, but they do seem super awesome. It just would have been even more awesome to be able to get like your Decidueye and like some sort of like attack position on the shelf. That would be pretty sweet. Also, I tried to update the shelves with like Halloween stuff. Got some candles, we busted out the jack-o'-lanterns. Let me know your thoughts. And the life-size Altaria also came over to the English side. That was pretty quick. Usually there's a little bit more of a delay from the Japanese side to the English side, so that's pretty sweet. It's listed at $500 right now, but again, it's life-sized and it's probably gonna weigh a pretty decent amount, so like shipping and everything, like if you really want this, it's kind of a deal. And with the month cooling off, we have a whole bunch of new socks up on Pokemon Center too. All different styles. We've got like ankle socks, we've got the crew cut ones, knee highs, whatever it is. But personally, I like the Garden Friends socks, but there's a lot of good options here, so whatever your favorites are, like they're still up there. There's also, this is probably my favorite pin. This is the new Mimikyu Autumn Leaves Pokemon Spinning Scenes pin, which is just looks so good because of like when you spin it and the top scene happens and the leaves come down. This just looks amazing. I just love all the Pokemon in it, the art style, like so good. And we also got the newest wave of Pokemon Primer books. We now have Habitats and Opposites. So these books are basically for our younger trainers to learn some basics around like numbers, colors, and now we have the Habitats and Opposites getting included. I have the first collection of these for the one day that when, you know, I might need it for my young little trainer. So I'm definitely going to be picking these up to add to the collection. On the Japanese side of the hobby, we have more Scale World figures. This time we have Nidoran Male Evolution line coming to us. These look fantastic, they always do. And pre-orders are open on Mecha Japan with a proposed release date of March. So you got a little bit of a wait. Slightly sooner though is the life-sized Garchomp. You heard it right. Life-sized Garchomp plushie. This big boy comes out in February. It's going to be running about $476 US currently. So Garchomp's Pokédex puts it at about 6 foot 3 inches, and this plush is coming in at 5'8". So it's like a small Garchomp if you think about it. And also, it's female. You can tell by the fin on its back. If it has like the little like chip out of it, that means it's male. Definitely a popular item, so make sure like if you try to pre-order it, like get after it. Notify me when available type of thing. But with how quickly they did the Altaria, bringing it over to the English side, I'm like fairly optimistic that the Garchomp's going to make its way to the English side, but like don't put any bets on that, like it's purely speculation. And check this one out, this is super cool. So in Japan, there's a new fairy tale collection coming out on Pokemon Center. This comes out on the 22nd of this week and features a lot of cool stuff in here. Like I didn't understand what any of this was until I started looking at the products, but there's a Gengar bookend, there's this Chandelure light, which looks freaking cool, especially after the community day. Then there's the larger books that are either like a cookie holder, has little treats inside, or they're like clutch wallets. So like it looks like a book, but you undo it and it's like a whole wallet. So there's a ton of cool stuff in this collection. I had no idea what it was, and like, I don't know, it makes me like it more. And the new episodes of Pokemon Journeys is coming out on October 21st, so hop on Netflix, make sure you're caught up on all of that, and make sure to check out these videos too so you're caught up with me. Subscribe so you never miss a video as well. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Take care of each other out there, and I'll see you very soon on the next one.